Yeah, here we go. First wave up and riding. Italo.
Let's get back into it. Italo Ferreira taking on John Florence for a spot in the semifinals. And Parco joining us for the call here today. Italo trying to fight through this little inside, little shove it, spins that around, doesn't mind riding switch. And he'll come into the rocks. What a talented surfer. Trying to put pressure on John early, that 8-1-7 early. Potts, what'd you like about the right-hander here?
Yeah, well, that first turn, I mean, he's been doing so much damage with that backhand attack, Joe. Rapid fire, you know, 2 solid moves out here going to get you good scores, and Italo Ferreira's just been on fire. I mean, the ability to go out of the box yesterday and produce something amazing, and then here this morning on fire as well. This afternoon in quarterfinal action, just lighting it up, and that's what you got to do against John. Put the pressure on straight away. 2-turn combo. Vertical upside down attack there from Italo Ferreira, Joel. This guy's on fire.
Yeah, wow, that was impressive 2 turns. I really love how fast he fits them in.
Amazing.
Such an amazing surfer.
So quick, and then gets a little skateboard influence there. Parker, I remember when you had the jersey on here at Main Break, you're always looking to the other side of the bay to see what the box was doing. I'll get your take on what happened yesterday in just a moment, because Italo's firing once again. There's that smooth transition, but falls on the second maneuver. But already trying to back up that second ride really quickly. What was your take on yesterday's action? Because that was pretty incredible to see the conditions we got.
That was probably some of the first time I actually went, geez, I wish I was still surfing.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to say that.
Yeah, that's it. Here we go, John answering back.
Florence off the bottom, setting up that amazing hook. Big start, driving that whole rail into the open face. Just like you'd expect, flowing over the white water. And there's that wrap throw the inside. Amazing variety, bearing every section with so much power. Big answer to Italo, Pot.
All the right point breaks and right-handers we have, but this wave has just got so many moguls in it all the time, so it's really hard to find. As you can see, that was clean, and this one gets a bit gaggy, but it's still really good.
Yeah.
Man, I don't think it matters to him. He's that good on these waves. He can just push through any bump and lump.
And what a start for Florence. We'll get another angle on the opening maneuver there, Potts.
Yeah, nice opening turn, and it kind of just set him up nicely, didn't it? 2 solid maneuvers and a little foam climb. So Italo Ferreira 3.3. I think it's going to be a little bit higher. I think just with the fact that he used the open face nicely.
I love the tail release here.
Yeah.
The tail release is just what makes it, and it puts him in a really good position for the next turn.
I like the body position, and then that little kick at the end of it. He doesn't quit on those turns, does he? He just brings it all the way back around and then deals with what's coming next.
I don't think he quits ever.
Yeah.
He's like that was just so well driven through.
His carves look so different. We were talking about that earlier today, Joel, on how different his technique is compared to what you're used to.
Yeah, I mean that was crazy air. I just love the way he always thought he was going to make it. I mean that was a so turn. This turn's amazing for a really average section. The way he got so much tweak out of that, I love that turn. Like, I mean, most guys would flick off right there.
To get her first win ever against the 7-time world champ, as we continue on with Florence. Already threw down an incredible ride right before this. He's got a ton of speed, big blowtail, lays back, and won't get credit for it just because of the rocks there. But right before that, during the interview with Lakey, he threw down a 6.77 to put more pressure on Italo Ferreira, and a totally different approach. And
I like the fact John's rolling the dice under the priority of Italo Ferreira as well. Big blowtail on that first maneuver. Look how smooth that board is in transition. And you're talking about how difficult it is to keep the rail freestyles.
now he's up again. Blitz is the first section. Straight up Furt again.
Oh, wow. This
with
is
the fins flying free. Continues to wrap away.
John may just have an edge right now, and this second turn here is just incredible. Look at the release he got there. That was so well done. I mean, is this the best wave of the heat? I'm probably going to have to say it is, huh?
Yeah,
I think so.
100%.
And Italo's probably got the second best wave of the heat now too, so.
I mean, that turn there, just to kick it off, you know, you don't need the biggest wave out here, do you? I mean, you've got to get those ones that just hit the reef nicely.
Yeah, it's all about the face.
Yeah.
It's all about the clean face, and that was just perfect waves chill action right there.
Wow.
Unbelievable amount of variety from John Florence.
Wow, here we go. Italo answering back too.
Hack to float. for the goofy foot, jams it. Number 1 and 3 in the world, just exchanging blows here at the main break of Margaret River. It seems like Florence is just finding such a cool rhythm. Joel underneath priority, or even with it. But Italo's got his brand of surfing, and it's fair answers back right now. 17 Margaret River Pro champ. What about Italo here, Potts?
Yeah, beautiful tight snap in the pocket, up and over the lip. I mean, just a time taken. He fits so much in a short space. Rapid fire, that fast twitch muscle fibers or whatever he's got going on. It's just amazing. Nice little snap, and just gets a little bit of drift there. And what it does, it just puts him in that perfect spot to go up and over the lip. The judges are loving the floaters at the moment instead of going down and around. That's a transition move that's scoring good points these days. And then to fit that last turn in there nice and vertical, I think that's maybe what the goofy footers have here at main break, Joel, is to get that board nice and vertical.
It was common back then for a lot of the touring professionals say, you know what, main break's not always their favorite wave on tour. But something changed when John showed up that year with everyone's take on this wave, as that was a big attempt that just went down during the break. What was your takeaway of how John performed that year?
To me, that was just dominating. I mean, he can do that in other places, but that one was just so far. He was levels above everyone else, and you know, I personally think that's where his confidence was huge after that event.
Pretty impressive, especially on a wave where you're looking at performances that were hard to compare to what he threw down, but it almost redefined how you perform on this wave.
Definitely. I think the judging, you know, from there on out, here we go,
Italo looking for a big rodeo.
Wow.
Almost got the grab.
His actual board, he missed the grab a little, but his board actually landed right where it needed to be.
A couple of different game plans there. Ferreira trying the rodeo, missing the grab. Now he doesn't have priority, which sometimes helps his cause because he'll start roaming through these inside sections. Italo starting to wind up. Another opportunity to maybe hit the lip, but he'll get hung up. Still searching, and now he's out. So it's kind of clear. Last 2 waves, he's hunting down a huge ramp.
He is.
It's something special.
Yeah. It's, you know, I definitely feel like there's a rut right there, but hopefully, you know, Julian surfed really well, and hopefully he's back out there swinging again, and, you know, he's got a lot of throwaways to get through him.
So much passion and drive as he's trying to figure out a game plan to come back. Florence is going to lock into this one and just hop out quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the funniest things I've heard him say was he didn't have any warm-ups, never surfed the box before.
He's chasing it, you know.
And coming back in such a fine way. 9.23 and an 8.5 as Italo's out, and Florence puts on another brilliant performance here at the main break, moving on to the semifinal.